I basically started the challenge. I lost a lot of weight. I'm a teacher, right? We were all in the lunchroom for 20 minutes talking really fast because that's all we get for lunch. And everybody started asking me what I was doing. So I was like, there might be something to this marketing thing. So I called Brandon Janus and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. He's like, what? What are you going to do? I was like, I think I'm going to join your business. He's like, oh gosh, you might be bad at it. And I was like, yes. I was actually Googling network marketing. I mean, I was Googling it. I had no idea what it was. I just knew that I was losing a lot of weight and my mom was getting healthy. And so we kind of jumped in with both feet. At that point, Chris was working 3 jobs. Let you share a little bit? No crying. You cry.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, I was working 3 jobs, you know, and 0 time. You know, didn't zero kids, you know, I adored them. You know, I wanted to spend that time. But we couldn't. No, we couldn't because of the time. You know, because I was spending all that time working at feed store and working at Verizon Wireless, and we needed the challenge. You know, we needed that time freedom. So we got started. You know, we ran like crazy. Within 2 months, we would put 2 jobs. That changes things. You know, it gives you that time back. Gives you the time with your kids. Within 6 months, we moved out of our 900 square foot apartment. Big deal. You know. I don't like living in an apartment. I'm sure if anyone in here lives in one, they don't like it either.
Oh, so, love it.
So then shortly thereafter that, you know, we qualified for a BMW in January, and since then we've 7 people, guys. I mean, it's amazing how fast this happened. It's amazing that we're such a small part of their story. All because we want to be jobs.
All right, we have to take the microphone away from him when he starts crying.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, you know, what we've learned a lot about, I mean, obviously this is changing lives. So anytime you're at a roadblock or a speed bump, like we're talking about, making those halftime adjustments, I mean, I think you can make daily adjustments. And so really, you know, we just kind of keep adjusting and keep failing and keep figuring things out. So again, no matter whether you've been in this 2 minutes or 2 years, right, you consistently make adjustments, you consistently fail, and you will get to where you want to be in this business. And again, our lives have changed. And I know we talk about 5-star ambassadors, but what Brandon Janus did for us was help us bring in $600, $800 our first month, and that changed our lives. So I know we see here, but how many people that he didn't know our situation. I don't even think he knew I had to move out of my house, right? So how many people could you help with $600 to $800 and save their life, right? So that's what you're sharing, that's what you're sharing with your message. All right, and how do you do that? Okay, so that's what we're here. We're going to talk about the play, we're going to talk about GST. Just having one microphone is going to be a test to our marriage, so we're going to see if we can get it here. I won't be able to steal it away from Chris. It's kind of making me nervous. Okay, so we're going to walk you through the play. We talk about filling our calendar and the action that's driving it, and right here, the GST that you have in front of you is basically the blueprint, is the roadmap, it is your Bible. Every person in here, regardless of rank, this is what they followed. So if you don't learn anything else in terms of activity and action, if you master the GST, right, your business will take off. Okay, there is nowhere you cannot go. There is nowhere you wouldn't be like doing burnouts in a UPS or FedEx truck, right? You can do that if you follow this play. The people who are rising quickly and going crazy have done this more often and are doing it more times in a month. Okay, so that's just the difference. All right, so let's go through this. We're gonna all pretend that you were brand new, right? Chris and I do this every month. We open our month with Brandon. I watch Getting Started Training. I fill out one of these forms and I restart every single month. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. You should have a pen. Have this paper in front of you, and we're gonna pretend like you're brand new. All right, so first you have to be on a challenge, right? Raise your hand if you are on a challenge. Ooh, we passed that. Okay, every person in here. All right, you cannot stand up and promote something that you're not a part of, right? We are the product. You have to be the product. Your story is the product. The people on your team, their story, you know, that is exactly what you have to be. You have to be on challenge, okay? So, right now, I want you to write down which challenge group are you joining, or if you are a director above, you should have your own challenge group, okay? If you don't know, you gotta fix it. All right, so write down which challenge group are you joining, all right? Or are you running one? What's it gonna be? Are you going ice skating? Are you gonna walk around a park? Are you gonna do yoga? I I don't know, you can have anything with activity, make it fun. This helps with customer retention, and if you're on a challenge, you should be part of the challenge group. Good? All right, next. Are you on a Project 10 challenge to lose it or to build it right now? Raise your hand if you're losing it. All right, raise your hand if you're building it. Some people check both boxes. That makes it a little bit complicated, all right? But some people lose it, then build it. Make sure you know your challenge, because you can't ask someone to be on a challenge, and then they say, well, what challenge are you on? You're like, ooh, I don't remember, right? You have to be on challenge. You should know what day of your challenge you're on, all right? And you should always be promoting the fact that you are on a challenge. Love that. Okay, what's your 90-day goal? All right, so this is a little bit further. 90 days. 40 pounds, I heard that. You're trying to steal my mic. All right, okay, so what's your 90-day challenge goal? And it could be weight loss, it could be I want to be in this size of pants, I want to, you know, weigh this on the scale, lose this many inches, okay? All right, and then we are living the Life. This is not something temporary, right? You don't lose 10 pounds, you're like, I'm done, there was my challenge. Okay, this is a lifetime goal, right? So what's your yearly goal? Where do you want to be a year from now? 80 pounds down, I like that. All right, so you have to be on challenge, you have to be focused on your challenge and committed to it, right? If you're going to be on the product of the product. All right, do I have to switch off to you now? All right, so action steps.
Is it my turn? Awesome. Action steps, guys. Challenge party 4 to 7 days. That's the most important thing. Set your challenge party, get it in the books. Challenge hour, 24 hours prior to that. We didn't have challenge hours when we started. You know, this is new, and it's changed the face of our business because we sit down with our team and say, and help them follow up and invite to that party. It's one of the most important things that you can do for your business. You know, and with that challenge party, make sure you're watching party.by.com prior. If you don't know how to do a challenge party, Erin right here, I went to her challenge party, spot on. So proud of you. It was incredible because she had watched party.by.com prior to that party, so everything was boom, 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 like it should be. This is all about duplication in this business. Everything we do has to be duplicated. So, do you want to know how to do your challenge party? Yes or yes? You know, you do that by watching party.by.com and follow those steps, and it's so easy.
All right, yeah, and you know, with the challenge hour, we talk about the party is very important because it kind of drives your action. So if I have a party scheduled for Thursday, I'm going to know that I'm going to do some action to get people there, right? Like, I don't want to clean my house for no reason. I don't love cleaning my house, right? So if I'm setting a party, if you do not have a party for the next 4 to 7 days, I would like you to write down when you're having your next party. Right, we should still be having parties in our homes. Okay, so the actual party is very important because it allows you to do the action to get people, right, reconnect. So the challenge hour, we say the front loading is so much more important than the actual party itself. It's what you do to get people there. So the challenge hour is very important. All right, so number 2, you have to accept the challenge. Yes, we're on a challenge. We have to accept it. And you have to go public. Okay, you have to let people know you're taking a challenge. You have to go public on social media. You have to maybe send out a video, send out a photo, let people know that you are on the challenge. Yes, exactly. Why? Why would you what? To let people know you're on a challenge. Well, if our mission here, right, is to what? Help as many people as possible. Right? What are we doing this for? Right? To help as many people as possible. I always have people, they sign up and they say, I just want to help so many people. I'm like, yes, let's go talk about it. They're like, no. Yeah. Like, what do you mean, no? I'm not making money. I don't want to make money. I just want to help people. I was like, okay, so how do you help people? Well, I guess I got to tell people about it. Okay, so then you're promoting it, so let's tell as many people as possible, or you're just going to help 4, and then that's not enough. You're not, you know what I mean? So you have to talk about it. You have to share it. You have to live it. And so you can take a photo. If some people don't like videos, right? So take a photo, challenge accepted, all right, and you can send that out. You can also shoot a video, and look, we have a script. It's beautiful. We like to ad-lib, and then our videos are like 2 minutes, and people don't like to watch them, okay? So stay with the script, it works, okay? I was just challenged by whomever challenged you to lose weight or build muscle with Project 10. I accepted, and now I need 3 people to do it with me. So why are 3 people, why is that important?
3 for free.
3 for free, right? No one needs to pay for this. It's silly if you're paying for it. quitting because my mom was doing it with me. Right? My mom's on high blood pressure, on medicine. I would not quit because I want my mom around longer. Right? If you have 3 people you care about doing it with you, will you quit?
Nope.
You're not quitting. It's easy to quit on ourselves. How many of you like quit things before? I quit everything in terms of weight loss before this, and you know what the missing piece was? Is I didn't want to quit on the people that were doing it with me. Okay, so 3 people, get your 3 for free, help people be accountable, and you'll stick with it longer.
Awesome, awesome. And you know, step 3 is challenge others. You know, that's the one of the, I'm telling you guys, the challenge hour is the most important thing we do. You know, the party is secondary to challenge hour. Challenge hour is you can't get people to your party if you don't have a challenge. If you're not challenging people, challenge 150 people. It says on here do 25, 250. Because in reality, you're not going to get 50 people to show up. Things happen. It's beautiful outside right now. You chose to spend your time with us. You know, so that's what's the most important thing about this is getting them there. Get them out there, challenge others, challenge 150 people. Don't set yourself short on that. And it's really easy. You know, I was just challenged by Courtney to lose 10 pounds. Project 10. I accepted the challenge. I accepted the challenge, and I want 3 people to do it with me. Why do we use the words like need? Why do we use I need 3 people? Build urgency. Very good. Build urgency. You want people to get started right now. If you want to get started tomorrow, right now. Right now. So need. Use that. I use that word in everything I do. I need you to do this. I need you to take a look at this. Everything. And also, you know, the 3 people. You're creating urgency. All I need is 3 people. That's it. Just 3. They don't realize you want a lot more than that, but you know, all you need is 3. So definitely want to focus on this step 3, and the fastest way to your BMW is going through that challenge hour with 150 people. And if you just start that way, and like Kevin said, the consistency, do that every month, guys, your business is going to change completely. When we found consistency, we started to find results. It started to happen for us. Find your consistency, guys.
Yeah, and I like the language of 150. I mean, that's something in our team, if you would ask them how many people they're trying to challenge in a challenge hour, the number is 150. So the language will be duplicated throughout your team. What you do, the people who sign up with you will do. And it's really cool when you see that start to take off and you see your new promoters doing GSTs, because after now, you know, you guys are masters of this now, right? When people come on with you, you can sit down and walk through these steps and help them do it. Okay, so basically, if you keep the 150 in mind, right, you're reaching out to more people, you are blessing more people. 150 is the magic number that we go for. And again, it doesn't matter if you've been in 2 minutes and your market is wide open, or you've been in 2 years. I mean, we've been in 2 years, we could sit down and do that by memory jog, or we could come up with another 150, right? So you can always be searching, always be adding to that list. And what do you think is the best way to reach out to someone? We have Facebook, we have texted out, we have called people, we have in person. What's the best thing to do? All of it, right? Everything will reach different people. All right, but do not fear the phone. Do not be afraid of the phone. Okay, so make sure you're calling. If people are messaging me back, right, and saying they're interested, I say, can I have your number? It is so valuable to get someone on the phone, and they can hear your passion in their voice, and they're going to know you care about them. Chris Freeman will tell a story, and he gets a little bit emotional, right? And so of course they're going to sign up with him. He's that passionate about it. And so get people on the phone. All right, I just went over your whole number 3 again, sorry. This is our marriage. Maybe we should have a microphone at home and we can't talk over each other. All right, number 4 is follow up and invite. All right, so here's what you say. And again, you don't have to be scared to do this. It's written here. And if you're just duplicating it, you become really great at it. Okay, so call and say, did you get a chance to see the link to the website I sent you about the challenge I'm on? And look, it even tells you, if they say yes, here's your response, right? You really need to check it out, and you're going to invite them to your home. It's very cool. I see people a little bit intimidated about, you know, talking to people about the challenge sometimes, but when you're inviting someone to your home, I mean, you must really care about them. Okay, so invite them. If they say no, you say, no problem, I'm going to send it back to you. Okay, if they ask what it is, it's the #1 weight loss and fitness challenge, and then you send them back to another tool. If they can't make the party, go to their house and show them the video. Sometimes one-on-ones when you're there, really personal, and and really productive. So sometimes you kind of have to fit the needs of the people, right? Everybody's busy, everybody has a busy life. So kind of let them fall in, right, and meet them at their needs. All right, if they're out of town, send them to a challenge party, right? Send them to overview.by.com. Okay, so they can have a challenge party and they're at home and you can be on the phone with them answering any questions. All right, for all questions, I like this one. Great question. Why don't you come to my party and then you'll find out. And sometimes I think we need to be masters of everything and know every piece of information. But what's really great is we have a tool for everything. Okay, so what's in the shake? Shake.by.com, right? If they have questions, we send there. Tony Lucero said, use the tool, don't be the tool. Right? Because sometimes we over-explain and we over-analyze and we overthink and we're over-talking. I have that problem all the time, which is a big reason why I'm a teacher, because that's what I do every day. But, you know, I think that if you have the resources, get them the information, get them the tools, and basically meet people where they are.
And before we cut this off, guys, I want you to focus on something too. You know, find your why. Figure out why you're doing this. Guys, if your why does not bring you to tears, it is not big enough. If I start talking about my why right now, guaranteed. You hear my voice? Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So you start talking about shake.
When you find your why, you will find a way. So. Anyway, when you find your why, you find a way, guys. So definitely find that and focus hard on it and run like crazy. You know, last part of that, guys, zero skill set right here 2 years ago. I was fat, angry, and I literally knew nothing about network marketing like Courtney. I mean, I lived in a negative environment.
You cried all the time.
No, I didn't. I was calloused. I was cutting myself short. So y'all can do anything. You can do anything. Is what you make it. Go. Just go. Just go and tell a few people about a milkshake. You know, if you do that every day, be consistent every day, you will be successful. Commit to personal growth. This is millions of dollars in this. It's at your fingertips. If you don't have it, you won't grow. Plain and simple. So make it happen.
All right. Yeah, just a few more things. Make sure you're subscribing to the bed. Register for events. Sometimes when he cries, we miss things in the process. You did great. You did great. So yeah, basically what I want to tell you guys is that, I mean, this is the blueprint, right? This is the blueprint. The people who will grow faster will have their calendar filled up with events like this. So thank you guys very much, and I am introducing Mr. Brandon Janis.
They didn't use one slide.
No.
That's incredible. Take notes. All right. First of all, for you guys that stayed, give yourself a round of applause. Because I'm going to drop $1 million nuggets. Everybody else can make $200, $300, y'all are going to make $1 million. Because you stayed around, and this is good stuff coming up. Guys, I promise you, we're about 25 minutes and we're done. So appreciate you guys for staying. We're going to talk about becoming a master promoter of the challenge. Building your list. The money is in the list, guys. I was with one of my regional directors the other day, and she said she's never even made a list. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, people don't quite understand how big of a deal that list is. Do you have a paper list? I'm just going to get real. Who doesn't, or who does have a paper list? A lot of half the room doesn't. You gotta write them names down. You gotta write them names down and add to your list every single day. Always add to your list. Do not prejudge. The ones I thought were gonna do great sucked. The ones who I thought were gonna do sucky, Courtney Freeman did great. Right? Do not prejudge. You never know what someone's gonna do. I hear that all the time with my newest people. Well, they do really well. No, they probably wouldn't. Well, they wouldn't do very well. They might. Give everybody the same shot. Right? I wasn't an influencer. I had zero influence, like Chris. Well, a little more than Chris. But when I say look for influence, just look for somebody. I don't care what they do. Look for somebody, talk to them about the challenge, and get them going. Do not prejudge. MemoryJogger.by.com. MemoryJogger.by.com. If you say you forgot or you run out of a list, go to MemoryJogger.by.com, and you will be shocked how many people you have not talked to yet. So that's a very valuable source. Who's in your warm market? Everybody is in your warm market. I didn't know you were here. Hello. Everyone in your market, everyone is in your warm market as soon as you make eye contact with them and say hi. Right? That's warm market all of a sudden. Just say hi to people. Adding to your list daily, we talked about that, but the referrals is awesome. Who do you know who? Who do you know who? That's such an easy conversation to have with people. You literally never get a no if you say, who do you know who?
Sure.
Think about it. People will always give you referrals just to stop talking to them. They will. They will. Who do you know who? So make sure you're using that, guys. Social media, you know, I've had people run to RD on Facebook. All right? So make sure you're being very consistent, not puking Visalus all the time, though, because they want to see your life, too. They want to see your kids. They want to see your family. They want to see other things that go on in your life. We'll have a training on that in a second. Meet people who know people. Meet people throughout your life. Attend events, networking events. Now, when I get invited to a 2-year-old birthday party, we're done. When I get invited to a 2-year-old birthday party, I always go. Right? Any invite I get except Candy Crush, I'm gonna go. All right? Go to everything you get invited to because you want people to come to your stuff, show up to theirs. And don't say you're gonna go and not show up because we don't like people no showing at our trauma party, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So if you say you're going to be somewhere, do it. Follow through, follow through, follow through. Promoting tips. Motion creates motion. When you're on the phone with somebody, when you're in front of a room, you know, move around, right? Sitting down, laying in your couch, having a 3-way call does not work, right? Get up, get excited, be passionate. Motion creates emotion. I promise you, when you're walking around having a phone call, you sound a lot different than when you're laying in your bed. Right? Okay? Have confidence, get excited. Talk about having posture within our team. We're talking to the couple that left already, so they ain't gonna make no money. You can give that to them. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, having posture, having confidence, telling people, I'm going to go out there and destroy this, you need to join me. Right? Because I said that to about 20 of my friends. A few of them listened, a few of them didn't, and the ones that listened are at the top of my organization making a lot more money than people that didn't listen. And a lot of them have since listened, right? So just have posture, especially when you're brand new. Have confidence that you're going to go out there and crush this thing. And tell people, I'm going to destroy this, get on with me now. Get on with me now, because the ones that get on now are going to benefit the most, all right? And I need you to. I need you to. Statements are so good. I need you to watch this video. I need you to check this out. I need you to try Shake. I need you to. I need you to. People are going to do it. And if they don't do it today, they will tomorrow. Right? And something that they nailed on to was consistency, guys. A lot of people said no to me early. I've got a lot more no's than a lot of you. A lot of people said no to me early on, but they went to the doctor 6 months later and they have to lose 30 pounds. Then it turns to a yes. Right? Or they're about to lose their house. And they're like, man, Brandon talked to me about this thing. Even though it might not be the time for them right now when you talk to them, they're going to come around. I tell this to my team all the time. Everybody in your network will eventually drink a shake or join you in the business. It's just a matter of when it's time for them, right? Everyone in your network will join your business or drink a shake. It just may not be the time you want it to be, right? We have a sense of urgency, they don't. Does that make sense? Right? Be a pearl diver, guys. This is great. Some people just aren't going to do this. And it's okay. So what? So what? That's okay. And a lot of them will say no, come back around, but some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? Right? We have something incredible. If it's not for them, peace. Because you have that person that's brand new in your team that wants it so bad, and you're focused on this person you want so bad. Right? Who cares? Nobody's going to make or break my business.
Right.
Nobody's going to make or break y'all's business.
Come on.
Except you. Right? The only way to lose is to quit. Alright? So again, some will, some won't, so what? Do not get stuck on that person, that brother-in-law you think will crush this thing because he's going to suck. Alright? Just keep going on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Find that person that wants it and dive into them and work with them. Alright? Rule 1. Oh, Chris mentioned this, or Courtney. Use a tool, don't be a tool. Good, you like that? Learn to redirect. It's all about reproduction. This is the key, guys. This is the key. It's all about reproduction. The getting started training is easily reproduced. Over and over and over and over. People take advantage of that getting started training, and I've done that for 2.5 years. There's no secret to this business. I've just mastered that getting started training over and over and over and over and over. That's it. So you got to reproduce, be intelligently unintelligent. Chris Freeman's amazing at this. Except remove the first word. Be unintelligent. No, I mean really, sometimes don't be an expert. People ask me what's in the shake all the time. I know a lot more than I let on to. But send them a source. Send shake.buy.com, crunch.buy.com, products.buy.com, kits.buy.com, party.buy.com. Just send them the source. You don't have to be an expert. You know what's scary? When that new person hears you talking about the mitochondrial DNA in the 5-pack. They're like, holy crap. I gotta know that? No, heck no. I mean, seriously, don't try to be the expert because that scares people off. Right? Kyle taught me this too. I mean, as little as, when you go to a challenge party and you got these fancy folders with black or with color prints, you spent 57 cents instead of 11 on, right? Dude, people get scared of that. They're like, oh my goodness, I gotta be really fancy and I'm gonna have to put a bunch of money out. Dude, he said, do black and white and step on it. I mean, it's smart. People, that first impression that people get is gonna go a long way. And if you're real smart, if you're way too smart about it, they're gonna get scared and run away. They're gonna get scared and run away. So don't try to outsmart people. People are afraid of that. Just send them to the source. That's what Buy's done so well. Anything.buy.com. Anything.buy.com. Just send them there. All right? Follow up. Man, this is key. Man, there's so many people in my business and in the business as a whole that this is all they're missing. Right? They talked to, Chris Freeman and I had a good conversation about this many times. But Chris has talked to probably more than all of us. He ain't never talked to someone again though. He just forgets that second time, right? If Chris had a follow-up, then he's getting better about it. And that's why their business is growing. But that's where it's at, guys. Nobody says yes the first time. Rarely does someone say yes the first time. A lot of y'all know our story. My business didn't go in momentum for a year and a half. And it was a girl that I sent a sample to a year. When I started, I sent her a sample. I don't know if she ever drank it, but a year and a half later, she went to the doctor. The doctor said she needed to lose some weight. She came on and created a massive organization. She's not even here. I don't even know if she drinks a shake anymore. And it's okay. Because she led me to Lisa and Bobby and Amanda and Kay and half this room. So that's okay. I followed up. I didn't bother, I just followed up. But when the time was right, when she went to the doctor and the doctor said, you gotta lose weight, I was the person she called. The problem is most people in that year and a half have quit. Most people gave up because somebody said no to them. Think about all the lives that one person impacted in this room. It's crazy to even think about. And what if I had quit? She'd probably be with Advocare, Herbalife, Swim Fast, right? No, she knew she was gonna come to us when she was ready to do it. And it led to an incredible wave of growth for us and obviously blessed our family and a lot of other families in this room. So most people you won't close right away. My close ratio day one on people is very, very poor. But I'm really good at follow-up. Really good at follow-up, and that's where the magic is. So whatever, people have different systems. Chris put a spreadsheet together. So he's got a spreadsheet. When he talked to him, when the follow-up date is. Some people put it in the phone. That's my new thing. So I'll go if I meet somebody. It's not time for them. Okay, do you mind if I follow up with you in 30 days? You say what? Yes. Of course, because you know that I'm going to. I mean, honestly, just to stop talking to me. Yeah, just to stop talking to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can follow up with me in 30 days, right? And I do. So I put in my phone 30 days from that day. What's your name? Sharon. Sharon. Hey, Sharon, remember me? You told me I could follow up with you. Dang it, you did. You did. It's still not right. Okay, you mind if I follow up in 60 days? No problem, because of course he's not going to do it again. I do. That's where the magic is, guys. Ask for their permission, because I promise you, they don't think you're going to. But if you do it enough, you never know. You never know when you're going to call them and something's just going to happen in their life that they're going to need something different.
We can put you in as a contact.
That's it. Yeah, they're going to start ignoring you. Awesome. Okay, I think this there. Three-way calling. This is such an underutilized tool in our business. Three-way calling is really where the magic happens. It says have your upline on the call. I don't care if it's upline, crossline, downline. A lot of times I use my downline. because their story is going to impact the person I'm talking to. Find somebody who's going to relate the most. Sometimes it ain't me, and I tell my team that. Hey, I got a single mom. I am not a single mom. I will never be a single mom. Right? I will never be a single mom. Now, I can share a single mom story, but my story is not going to relate to a single mom. Right? So find somebody that's going to relate to that person, get them on the phone, and let them share their story. So I disagree with the upline. But get somebody that can relate to the person you're going to bring on the call. Promote the guest, and promote the person that is going to be doing the three-way with you. A lot of times, I'll get on a three-way call, and they will promote the heck out of that guest. Tell me how great this person is, how amazing this is, and this is Brandon. It's like, dude, don't you want them to listen to me? You have to edify the person so much. I mean, so much that they think they are somebody special, right? So they'll listen. So they'll take whatever they say and think it's gold. So make sure you're doing that. It's not for us. It's for that prospect. That prospect needs to think this person's God, right? So lie if you have to. Make them sound better than they've ever been and ever will, right? You definitely need to, boost them up, boost them up, boost them up. And then shut up. And my team's they're very good at this, but in the past, that's been a hard thing when people are butting into our three-way call. Like, I love three-way call. I get Kevin on the phone, let Kevin talk to somebody, and he's doing the work for me. Why would you talk? Just shut up. Are we good with that? You don't have to recall. You intro the people and mute out, be done. Hang on. I don't care. I don't need you. I got this, right? There's nothing better than letting someone else do that for you. I love the three-way calls are absolutely incredible. So get on them, get it done. Never speak unless you're asked to. And sometimes I will do that. So if you do hang up, I know. But sometimes I am going to say, hey, so-and-so will know about the culture. Or so-and-so is going to know about the support. Hey, tell them about the support of what we do here, right? Because they trust them and they like them. And so, what happens if you can't get them on a three-way? What happens if you can't move them forward? Use a third party. That's easy. You guys got that. So, the actions are simple when the vision is clear. Your fears outweigh your dreams, or your dreams outweigh your fears. I heard Nick say this at an event the other day. He said, if I had a gun to your head, and this is kind of brutal, but if I had a gun to your head, or a gun to your spouse's head, or a gun to someone you love's head, and said, you got to go sign 3 EPSs today, would you do it? Probably. So then where you are right now don't hurt bad enough? Right? Think about that. I mean, I ain't signed 3 today. I ain't signed nobody today. Let's do or slide all day. Right? But I mean, think about it. Does it not hurt bad enough? Because if it did, I promise you, get out there and get it done. We got the same tools, the same, plan laid out for us. Just a matter of who wants it, and if it hurts bad enough, and if your dream's big enough. So if your dream ain't big enough, get a dream board. Who has a dream board? That's good. That's really good. If you don't have a dream board, get a dream board. Make it look at you every single day. Every single day. Find out what your kids' dreams are. Put them up there. Except you. But that's important. That is so important. Do it with your spouses. Find out what their dreams are. Make sure put them up there. Dream board's so important. Make sure we're doing that. And that's all I got, guys. Thank you all so much. We got one more. Is she here?
Yeah.
Oh, she's making an entrance? Yeah. She wants music or what? Marlene!
All the fun stuff's going on. All right, I'm not going to use the mic because y'all can hear me. Is that good?
It's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. Okay, good. Let's see, how do we use this thing? I got to turn my reading glasses on so I can see. To show my age. Okay, first of all, if you are not following these guys, you are missing the boat. So take a picture with that with your phone if you don't already have it. If you think you have it, you should still take a picture of it because you probably don't have it. But you need to be following all of them. Every time you see something that they put up and they posted it, they are actually creating what we're trying to do. It's coming from the top down. So if they're posting something, you guys should be reposting it, getting it out there, making sure people are aware of what's going on. Maybe your team didn't get on Facebook that day, so they don't know. So it's really important that you're following them and you know what's happening from time to time and whatever's going on. These guys, one thing I can tell you, I've been in this company, it'll be 4 years in August. One thing I can tell you is these guys are never going to have you do something that's not worth your time. If they're given a contest and they're telling you this is the contest and this is what you should hit, you should be focused on hitting that contest and winning, because they're setting you up so that the next month when something else is coming, you're already prepared, locked and loaded, and ready to go. Is that clear? That's one thing I can tell you being in this company for 4 years now. All right, Facebook. That's one of my favorite conversations. And I'm going to share some stuff with y'all really quick. First of all, I've been in the business since August 11th, 2011. August 9th, 2011, rather. People are always telling me, I don't want to be on Facebook, and I don't want to share stuff on Facebook, because then everybody will know my business. Guys, I'm about to tell you something that's really important. You are not a celebrity. You're not Angelina Jolie. You're not whoever, Brad Pitt, whoever, I don't care. You're not that person. Your Facebook, you are both the writer, the editor, and the publisher of what you put on Facebook. Okay? If you're not friends with me on Facebook right now, you need to go find me. It's Marlene Trice. I'm standing in my profile picture. I've got a blue cobalt dress on, standing next to my son, who's in a white Navy uniform on his boot camp graduation day. That's my picture. All right? So you should send me a friend request. I'll know you're in Visalus, and I'll add you. Here's the reason I'm telling you guys this. You in this room and people who interface with me face-to-face on a regular basis know things about my life that nobody on Facebook knows. Because I choose what I publish. And a lot of times people will go out on Facebook, and I don't know if you have any of these kind of friends, but I have a couple people I've literally had to hide on Facebook because they whine and cry and bellyache all the time about their stupid little dumb things that happen in life. And because it happens over and over and over again, I can't follow them. I want you to be clear of something. Facebook is there, you think it's fun and it's social, and that's great, but people are watching you and deciding if they're going to do business with you or not, based on what you're posting. So if you're posting, you know, my sister's a jerk and she did blah, 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 they're thinking about being your customer, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, maybe not, maybe not, okay? So when you're on Facebook, you get to control what you put out there, so it's really important that your profile picture is something important. I can tell you, when I post things about my son being in the Navy, whether he's coming home, or I got a phone call, or he's razzing me about my BMW versus his Mustang Cobra, I promise you, I get way more likes and way more comments on that than I do on anything else. So I make sure that people who are watching me, they're my audience, I make sure I feed them stuff that they want. So I will post things about my son here and there because that's what they're looking for. They're excited about that. If I give them that hook, I can feed them all kinds of stuff about Visalus. They don't want to unfriend me because they want the cool stuff about my son, right? They want the cool interactions between my daughter and I. So I give them what they love, and then I slam them a little bit with some Visalus here and there. Okay. If you have not already been taking pictures today of how many people were in the room, I saw a guy in the room earlier, and I don't see him now, but he was out in the parking lot taking pictures of all the BMWs. These are the things you should be posting to your Facebook, because it makes people wonder what's going on. And the one thing that I will tell you about what you post on Facebook about Visalus, and it's taken me a while to learn from some of the people that are doing this, stop posting the link to your Body Bye Bye page.
Yes.
Let people come and ask you about it. You want to wet their whistle, you want to intrigue them, and you want to tease them and have them get some stuff. So here's the thing, whenever I post on Facebook, like today, we get to vote, right? So instead of me jumping up and down about Visalus this, and I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be blah, 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 and yay me, I'm going to take the time to go post to my friend Josh, who's running, and all the other people in the room who are running for the various levels, okay, and say, oh my gosh, look what Josh did. I don't even recognize that. When I saw him the first time in a room after he had started Visalus, I hadn't seen him in 6 months. I didn't even know who he was. Look at the before and his after picture. I'm so excited about what has happened for Josh, right? So when I post stuff like that, I don't say, hey, go ahead and, everybody get into Visalus. I just let them sit with it. Now here's what's really funny. All of those of you who maybe aren't in Visalus very long, you may not know, but you will have people who are watching your Facebook feed all the time, and they are stalking you. I was in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, I kid you not, and I get a phone call at a crazy hour in the morning, because I'm 2 hours behind St. Louis now, and I get a phone call from my neighbor who had a baby, and she's like, okay, Mike and I are ready to get started. What do we need to do? Right. What are you talking about? Get started with what? And she's like, I want to lose weight. I had the baby, and this is our last baby, and it's time to lose weight. How do I get started? How fast can I get the shakes? Blah, 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 blah. You guys, she's been watching me for 3.5 years. 3.5 years. So even, I don't have to beat her up with Visalus to get her to do it. She's going to do it. Your friends on Facebook, they will collapse and they will die. They will get into Visalus, I promise. All right, so upload all of your contacts, email addresses, and business cards. When you go into Facebook, if you've got Gmail or some of these other email services, you can actually get Facebook to go pull all that information out of your email box. And it will actually go ahead and friend out all those friends. So I don't know if y'all know that, but you should do that. Also, as I start calling people in Visalus, for Visalus, make a list of who you're talking to on Facebook, because when you're getting ready to come to an event like this and you're like, I don't know who to invite. Well, if you've been keeping a list of the people that are on your Facebook that you've mentioned Visalus to, you got a list right there. Go right down the list. Search and add friend suggestions. It's like what he was talking about earlier today. If there are people that you end up joining a group somewhere, start making friends with people. Stop trying to sell Visalus. Stop trying to be the commercial for Visalus and be somebody's friend. And that's going to point out one more thing I want to share with you guys that's really important about Facebook. I have a lot of friends around me that have been having conversations with me lately about they're seeing a high rate of suicide. I'm going to give you guys a theory I have, and this is what's going to start to change how you operate on Facebook. When you end up interfacing and you're out on Facebook, most people are like, I've got 3,600 friends. I had a friend post that one day, and I wrote him back, and I said, guess what? Post on your Facebook that you need to borrow 20 bucks until next Friday. Let's find out how many of those 3,600 friends are your friends. People don't have the connections that we had when I was a kid in the 1970s. You actually knew your neighbors' names. You guys, take Facebook and use it as an opportunity to spend time with people and interface with people and get to know them. Don't just like their post. Send them an email. Ask for their phone number. Rachel Jackson, great idea, says to people, listen, I find Facebook to be rather impersonal. Give me your phone number. I'll give you a call. Start talking to some people and you'll see your Facebook goes up. All right, and I know I'm almost done here. Oh, here you go. A couple of examples. Every day you should be out there posting something about what did you do with your challenge. You know, so I'll post pictures or comments about the workout I had. I just posted a note the other day that I'm down one more belt loop, right? That's huge. And by the way, I only got one more and this belt is history. Yeah. Woo! And I will tell you one of the coolest things about that, girls, and you all will relate. Don't you hate it when your favorite belt breaks in half because it got stuck in the same spot for a long time? This is going to be the first time I actually throw away a belt because it's too big. Not because I broke it, right? 1 more inch and I'm there. So when you post stuff like that, people will ask you questions. Then play team, this is huge. You're out there on Facebook. Somebody posts something about Visalus. Go in there and make a comment. Help push the energy. I will tell you, I don't know who called Pizza Hut the other day. I have no idea. This dude shows up on my front porch. He's there to deliver a Pizza Hut pizza. I end up interfacing with him. Visalus came up. Surprise, surprise. You knock on my door, we're going to talk about Visalus. So this guy starts talking to me, and it turns out he says, hey, do you happen to, is that Visalus thing? Well, yes, actually it is Visalus. Oh, I know Brian and Leslie Summers. You guys, he's no longer my potential prospect, even though he knocked on my door. I know he's been talking to Brian and Leslie. You think I didn't push the ball forward for Brian and Leslie? Come on now. So you need to help each other push the ball forward on Facebook, and people will do the same thing for you. When you're going to events, get the pictures. I took a picture with Kevin Merryweather. That's going to be on Facebook later. I'll have a comment about that. Huge. And here's the other thing. If you are not already on this, subscribe to this text. I get this every morning. It comes in right about 10 a.m. This is something absolutely fabulous for you to post to Facebook. And by the way, corporate sits around all day. Some dude is sitting around all day figuring out what great thing would really help you to build your business, and they post this every single day. So grab this, post this out onto your Facebook. And, okay, visalushub.com. Anything that you need to be able to find as far as stuff that you want to share, stories that are going on. You know, I've got a friend who I got into Visalus because I knew what his story was, so every time I saw somebody's story that looked like that, I forwarded it over to him. That's where you go find those stories. Spend time getting to know people, find out what their story is, and then go find them a story that you can send to them. That's what's going to motivate them. That one there? Get 69979. Just send a text to that, and it'll kick you right on through. All right, and then the last one, share.by.com. This is where you're going to find all the different pictures and all the different images that are going on in Visalus. So if you want to share something, that's the place to go to do that. Again, corporate is amazing for us, setting all that up. And that's it. Woo!
All right, guys. I just want to thank Mr. Brown Thunder, Kevin Merryweather.
Hey guys, unbelievable day today. You guys got, y'all learned anything today?
Yeah.
You inspired to ready to go out and get this thing done?
Yes.
All right, well this is the launching pad. You know, we coming out of the regional, what, 2 weeks ago, right? Now, focus success training, right here in the middle of the month, halftime adjustments, right? Consistent activity, set some goals, draw it out. Let's go kill the end of March and cross the stage with every single person we can at NST. Amen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys. I've been getting them to transfer to my team for a long time.